Welcome to another lab video in learning to program in C#. So, introduction to C#. And this activity was from session 3, and which was at the tail end of the presentation. So, this is define an array of at least 5 elements, collect the elements from the user, then display the elements as they are entered, so confirming what was entered back to the user. Then we're going to sort the values into alphanumeric order, and we are going to get stuck into it, shall we? So, what shall we call this one? User input five elements. There we go. Terrible naming convention, I know. Alright, so do we want to do any sorting? Not sure whether I'm going to use it or not in this, but I'll just whack it in there. Just give me the options of using more elements from or methods from another part of the code. So first things first, we want to define our new array. So what's the 5 elements? I think I'll do the cars example that we talked about during the presentation, I believe. So it's a string array. It's going to be cars, and it's going to be a new string of 5 elements. Define array type and size. Alright, so going to prompt our user to what we're going to do. So please answer the following 5 questions. I think that's reasonable. Alright, so what's the question? So we need a bit of a loop. So a for loop, and we're going to loop it for a number of times. So let's start the countdown. So we need an integer. We're going to start it at 0, and we're going to loop it for while it is less than 5, and then at the end of each loop we're going to increment it by 1, and what are we going to do in this loop? We're going to write something on the screen, aren't we? So, what are we going to write? I think be right if I could type. Do I want to write or write line? I'll go write to start with and see how it spits it out. So we want to enter a make of a car. That's what the prompt's going to say. And we're going to add the value of A, so element A, and it's going to be the console read line okay, so text going in to the array. So what are we doing there as far as comments are concerned? So loop asking user for input to insert into array. Yep. Okay, so the next part of this was to display the elements of the array back to the user. So console write line, and this time I want to make sure we've got a new line. These are the cars you entered. Oh, the following are the cars you entered. Yeah, 6 of one, half the dozen the other, isn't it? So I think we want another loop, but this loop is going to be a for each string. Let's go B in cars. And we're going to console write. Do we want to put it across the screen or have a new line for each one? Your choice. I'm just going to go with write line, so they'll be listed one after the other on a new line each time. Isn't that nice and easy? So, going to display the contents of the array as entered. There we have it. Now, the next stage was consoling, writing a line. What am I saying in this line? I don't know, but I'm going to start a new line. Give it Here are the cars sorted into alphabetical order. Oh, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Alright, so we want to call array function and we want to sort. What do we want to sort? We want to sort cars. So here, sorting cars array into descending order. And what do we want to do there? Now we want to display it. So rinse and repeat for each. Copy that. Paste there. As sorted. And if you wanted, you could change that to C, just so there's no confusion about the variables. And yeah, don't think I've skipped any of the elements. What do you think? Did I skip any of them? Hope not. Let's give it a boom boom. Here we go. So, please answer the following 5 questions. Enter a make of a car. Ford, Mazda, Nissan. Hold them together. And Toyota. So the following cars you entered: Ford, Mazda, Nissan, Holden, Toyota. And did we resort them? Ford, Holden, Mazda, Nissan, Toyota. Yeah, well, H becomes before N, and F is before H, so I think maybe they're in alphabetical order. And again, if you wanted to tidy that up so that's not there on your screen, you would have to come down to the bottom here and just add your console read key, and that would put a little pause there. Didn't like that. That's what. Alright. It liked it. It didn't like it. There we go. So, let's go 5, 3, 6, 9, 10. And you're going, why did it sort 10 at the top? Well, it's descending order. 1 is before 3. It's a string. It's not numbers, it's a string. Okay, that works well. So, I do believe that concludes our second activity out of the presentation, which was a 5-element array based on user input, and then displaying them in unsorted and sorted. So I hope that assisted you in coming up with a solution. So until next time, it's bye for now.